Hey guys, it's Aaron from MobileReviewsEh, and today I'm going to do a review of Olloclip's new Core Lens Set for the iPhone 7. I wasn't terribly excited to pre-order and spend my own money on this, mostly because the iPhone 6 version and the iPhone 5 versions were actually quite underwhelming in my opinion when compared to other camera accessories, but I do have to say that the new version, the Core Lens Set for the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, is refreshingly useful, and I'll elaborate in a minute. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a bunch of photos that I've taken between the iPhone 6 Olloclip and the iPhone 7 version. I won't do it in this video, but I will do it on my Instagram, is to do a comparison between the Moment lens and the new Olloclip as well. With the new version, Olloclip has made this entire lens system way more user-friendly. I'll also tell you if it works with the iPhone 7 Plus's dual camera. If you're wondering what other lens systems I've reviewed, find that info on my website. Links are in the I or the description section below.
Real usage. Real reviews. MobileReviewsEh.ca.
In MobileReviewsEh.ca, we base everything you do on actual usage, and we do that because that's really the only thing that makes sense to us. But you know, over the last few years, I've kind of realized that companies have just gotten really good at convincing us to buy mediocre products. So when I see pieces of marketing fluff like new improved optics, I usually take that with a grain of salt. But when a company comes through with new improved optics, it's just so refreshing and it just gets me so excited about the product, which is the case for this Olloclip Core Lens Set. Olloclip has kept the general idea of the lenses the same. Basically, you slide the lens over the iPhone 7 camera. That's what they did for the iPhone 6 as well as the iPhone 5 and or SE. However, unlike previous generations, there are three things that Olloclip has done with the iPhone 7 version that stand out in my mind. These three things turn the Olloclip from a vacation accessory, in my opinion, to an everyday accessory. First off, the Core Lens works with screen protectors. This was probably my biggest gripe with previous versions, as you couldn't fit anything between the iPhone and the lenses. You basically had to strip your iPhone bare in order to use the iPhone 6 or 5 lenses. That is not the case with the iPhone 7 version, which is awesome. And yes, the iPhone that you're looking at also has a D-brand skin on it. Now, if you're wondering why that is, the entire setup's actually a little looser. There is quite a bit of give, but you don't notice that when it's on the iPhone, and you don't notice it when you've got it in the holder. The second thing is that the lenses are actually completely removable, so if you only want to use one, you can. This makes the entire iPhone easier to handle. For me personally, I would just stick with the wide-angle lens on a day-to-day basis. But that's really subjective. I like to take a lot of pictures. I don't like to shoot a lot of action video, so if you do shoot a lot of action video, you might stick with just the fisheye lens because it's just a little more easier to handle with just the one lens, and you know, you can do some awesome things like take a video of Monty looking outside. Now, the last feature that kind of improves the usability of the entire system is the lens holder. The iPhone 6 had a nice lens holder for you to secure your lenses so you could wear it on your necklace if you really wanted to, but there wasn't anything else useful for it. With the iPhone 7 version, the Core lens holder actually turns into a stand. This isn't a game changer, but it improves the usability of this entire system. You can definitely tell that Olloclip has given a lot of thought to this entire Core lens setup. Now, out of the three, the compatibility to screen protectors and skins is a big win for us in general. For consumers, that's probably the best feature or the most improved feature between the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 7 version, in my opinion. So if you know somebody who has complained about the iPhone 6 version of the Olloclip lens system, or is looking to get it for their iPhone 7, or needs a camera system for their new iPhone 7, send this video to them. I'll let them know that Olloclip has done a great job improving their products, which is something that usually doesn't happen with case manufacturers. On to the lenses. The Core lens only has three lenses: a fisheye lens, a super wide lens, and a 15x macro lens. The iPhone 6 version actually had four lenses, with the fourth being a 10x macro under the super wide lens, but this isn't a big loss to me in my opinion. Like previous versions, getting to the 15x macro lens requires you to unscrew the fisheye lens, and I'm not quite sure what you do with the spare lens that's just kicking around. I'm not terribly fond of the macro setting because I don't know how useful it is. Now, when it comes to using the lenses with the iPhone 7 Plus, the normal wide lenses doesn't allow you to use the two-camera system, as the telephoto lens gets blacked out, but it works fine with the fisheye and macro lenses. Though this isn't terribly useful in my opinion, but allows you to get really in there with your macro shots. Over the lens quality, in the next minute I'll show you a series of images taken during my New Year's trip to Canmore. I'm not going to tell you which one the new one and the old versions are. You'll have to kind of figure that out. Now, which set of photos was clearer? Was it A or was it B? It was actually B. If you look closely at the edges of the photos, the distortion for the Olloclip iPhone 6 versions are quite apparent, whereas they're quite minimized on the iPhone 7 version, which is pretty awesome in my opinion, which leads me to believe that they actually did improve their lens system. I did notice that the field of view for the iPhone 7s was a little bigger than the iPhone 6s, but all in all, it's just impressive to see that this has changed, because I don't think this really changed between the iPhone 5 and the iPhone 6 versions. Now you might be wondering, was it cold? And the answer was yes. Both those hikes occurred about minus 20 degrees Celsius or minus 4 degrees Fahrenheit, so it was pretty chilly, but both my iPhones did not die, which was surprising to me because at that temperature I usually expect my electronics to fail on me. Last but not least is that the Olloclip Core Lens system, like all the other previous Olloclips, you can use with the front-facing camera, which is great for the selfie mongers who always need to see what they're doing. You can do the fisheye lens, and yes, Monty is literally just sitting right up against me. I don't know why, but you know, the front-facing camera system or the Olloclip system you can use with the front-facing camera, which is kind of handy. So if this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, I do encourage you to click subscribe. Again, share this video with somebody who is thinking about getting a camera system for their iPhone 7 or 7 Plus. May consider the Olloclip because it's quite useful. Oh, buddy, you're sliding. If it's the first time you're watching one of my videos, I do encourage you to click subscribe. Find me on Google+, Twitter, as well as Facebook. And if you're planning on getting this, if this review was useful to you, consider getting it through my site because, well, this was pretty expensive to buy, but I might use it, I guess. Thanks for watching.